Hey, what's up? This is Ben Cubbage from Elevated Trips. I have a travel business in Western China, and I want to give you guys an update on travel in China in March 2020. How's the coronavirus affecting travel? Should you travel or should you not travel? So that's what I want to give you guys an update about. As you can see, I'm in a city of 2 million people, and it is almost dead, pin drop quiet right now. Almost everyone is in their homes. Probably at least 50% of the population of our city in Xining, China, the capital of Qinghai province, almost 50% of those people are still at their Laojia, or their ancestral homes. They went home for Chinese New Year to see their parents and grandparents, and now they're kind of stuck in their homes and waiting to get back to our city. Schools have not opened yet. I'd say only 15% of businesses are open here. And so what that means is China is very quiet, it's very slow. There's not a lot of cars on the street. There's not a lot of people walking around. For a large part, even in March, as the coronavirus tends to taper down, we've probably seen the peak of coronavirus, at least in China for now. And we're starting to see it in other places like Italy and Korea and Iran. But these days, the virus is tapering down in China. Even with that, things are still getting slowly back to work. There's a few government offices open, and a few grocery stores open, but other than that, almost everything is closed. What that means for you is, if you're traveling to a national park, it's probably closed. In even Qinghai province, Qinghai Lake, and Tarasa or Kham Monastery, which are the top two travel destinations in Qinghai, those are totally closed. DongGuan National Park is closed. Most national parks are closed. And despite that, even everything is closed, that's one big hurdle for you. Another big hurdle is that you're going to have to enter into quarantine. And so we just flew here from Thailand. We flew from Bangkok to Shanghai to Xining. The flights are fine. There's no problems. There's no delays. We got through the airports rather easily. Actually, there was almost no one in the airports. The airports were totally almost abandoned. Totally. It was like a ghost town in there. We had a very easy time checking in. It literally only took us about 5 minutes to check in and get through security, which is really nice. But it tells me that there's not a lot of people traveling. And there's not a lot of people traveling because they want to avoid a 14-day quarantine. Whether you come from outside the country or you're traveling domestically in the country, anytime you travel even within a province or from one province to another province, you're probably going to be put in a 7 to 14-day quarantine, either in the house or hotel you arrive in. And so that basically means that there's no reason for you to travel, because if you travel here to Xining or travel to a new city in China, they're probably going to put you in quarantine and you won't even get out and see the city. You're just going to be stuck in your hotel the whole time. In our case, they actually put a tape X over our door, and we're physically not allowed to break the seal of the tape for 14 days. So they're pretty what we call in China lihai, or severe about it. So yeah, they're pretty strict. So I'd recommend not traveling. If you can push your travel plans back to maybe April 1st, even April 15th, I'd say that would be a lot better. That would be a minimum for when things start to open. I'd even suggest May 1st and into June would be probably better, because we don't even know when national parks are going to start to open. It could be April 1st, April 15th, but that's just sort of a general feeling about people in the tourism industry. Really, the government hasn't actually released any information on that. They're waiting to see how the coronavirus plays out in the next few weeks in China. So yeah, anyway, so that's a bit of an update on coronavirus. Number one, you don't want to travel because you're going to be put in quarantine. Number two, the infrastructure is not there. National parks are closed. Most taxis aren't running. Most buses aren't running. Most tourism businesses aren't even open. So we suggest delaying your travel plans. If you can, cancel your flights. And if you want to come visit in China, please do that in 2020. There's going to be a lot of people who need your money, who need, after 2 to 3 months of not being able to work, they're going to need an infusion of income. So please do come back to China later in 2020 when the coronavirus settles down. But for now, things are quite slow. Things are closed, and we recommend waiting until at least summer or fall 2020 to travel to China. But we'd love to see you at Elevated Trips. Hopefully this fall we're going to be still running, still rolling. So if you have travel questions, send us an email at info@elevatedtrips.com. We'd love to talk to you more about your questions. If you have specific questions about if all monasteries or temples or tourism destinations are open or not. Okay, thanks very much. Subscribe to our channel, and this is Ben Cubbage. And we'll see you guys in Western China.